Welcome to News9 Live, and you are watching On Point. And let me begin with the first on point. Maharashtra is maha confusing. It is full of drama, but it is near impossible to bench it on earlier data. The parties have shifted loyalty and MLAs and MPs have crossed the fence. Today is also a big day. NDA and NDA have organized big rallies at the same time on the same day in Mumbai. These rallies will set the agenda, but for now, let's get back to the news in Maharashtra. The debate has been divided into 6 parts, and we will be streaming live from the Banda Kurla complex to the Maidan where BJP will hold the rally. It's India versus NDA. So the first topic is, how is Maharashtra going to deal with the complexity? Why is Maharashtra so important? Maharashtra with its 48 seats holds a lot of significance in the Lok Sabha elections, as it is part of the 5 biggest stakeholders. These include Uttar Pradesh 80 seats, Maharashtra 48, West Bengal 42, Bihar 40 and Tamil Nadu 39. So it's a big daddy state. So when I say it's a big daddy state, what I mean is Maharashtra after UP holds the sway, and that is why it is so important in the scheme of things for Bharatiya Janata Party. And Maharashtra politics has always been nail biting, with several dynamic factors affecting the results. So does MVA has an edge over Mahayuti? The general sentiment is that there is some sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar. Sharad Pawar, the old man holding fort, and Uddhav, someone who was ditched. Now let me tell you the reason why this maha confusion is. If you look at 2019, these are the seats which have come, and on the right hand side is the vote share. So BJP 23 seats with 27.8% of votes. This is 2019. And so on and so forth. 18, 23.5, NCP 4 with 15.7, Congress with 1 with 16.4, others with 2 with 16%. Now, in 2014, BJP with 23 seats, 27% vote, Congress 2 seats with 18.3% votes, NCP 4 seats with 16.1, Shiv Sena with 18 seats, 20.8. But now, it's all broken. Half of Shiv Sena is with BJP, half of NCP is with BJP. This is the breakup. Let's play the breakup chart which we have just put it on here. Let's play the breakup chart. This is the breakup chart. Sharad Pawar, Ajit Pawar, 14, 40, 3, 1, 2, 1. अब कौन कहाँ गया, किसका वोट कितना ट्रांसफर हुआ, पता नहीं. Let's do the Shiv Sena split. Hair splitting argument. How will people know that? And even in Shiv Sena this has happened. MLA 16 here, MLA is 40 there, 5 Lok Sabha MPs here, 13 Lok Sabha MPs there, 2 Raj Sabha MPs there, 2 Raj Sabha there. How in the world the voters are going to organize? So my first thing is there a sympathy factor for Uddhav Thackeray to you, Brijesh? First.
Well, I think, there is a sympathy factor in favor of Uddhav Thackeray, and more importantly than that, I think, there is a lot of talk about, how arithmetically Eknath Shinde group seems to be very strong. But, will the BJP be able to get the votes of their own cadre transferred to Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde faction? Is there meeting of hearts given the kind of hard bargain both parties drove to get the requisite number of seats? All of these factors are going to be a major play in deciding which party gets to foment. Uddhav Thackeray, I've been told, is running a very tight ship campaign, a very fine campaign. It'll be very interesting to see, whether he is able to salvage this, because otherwise, Karthike, it looks like, that this could very well be the end of road as far as Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray.
So before I go to Kiran Tare, Ajit Kejha, Reni Abraham, S. Balakrishnan, all my colleagues will be joining me, but let me play out the bite of the Prime Minister. Fadnavis, all related to Nakli and Asli debate, leading to this sympathy issue. Let's play it.
शिव सेना एनसीपी दोनों बीजेपी के साथ हैं। नकली बाहर रह गए हैं। शिवसेना एनसीपी दोनों बीजेपी के साथ हैं, नकली बाहर रह गए हैं।
जिस प्रकार की तुष्टीकरण की नीति चल रही है और विशेष रूप से उद्धव ठाकरे जी जो अपने आप को पहले हिंदुत्ववादी कहते थे, वो जिस प्रकार का तुष्टीकरण कर रहे हैं, ये बहुत आश्चर्य की बात है। देखिए, एक समय था हमारे शिवसेना प्रमुख हिंदू हृदय सम्राट बाला साहब ठाकरे जी अपने भाषण की शुरुआत करते थे, मेरे तमाम हिंदू बहनों, भाइयों और माताओं। उद्धव ठाकरे जी भी उसी प्रकार से शुरुआत करते थे। इंडी गठबंधन की पहली सभा में सारे नेताओं ने कहा हिंदू शब्द छोड़ दो। उन्होंने हिंदू शब्द छोड़ दिया, वो हिंदू शब्द का उच्चारण नहीं करते। उसके बाद तुष्टीकरण की नीति यहां तक पहुंच गई कि अब उनकी रैलियों में अल्लाहू अकबर के नारे लगते हैं और टीपू सुल्तान जिंदाबाद के नारे लगते हैं। उससे आगे ये लोग बढ़ गए, उनकी रैली में मुंबई बम कांड का आरोपी ये उनका स्टार प्रचारक बनता है। और हद तो वो हो जाती है कि जब उद्धव ठाकरे जी की रैली में पाकिस्तान के झंडे नचाए जाते हैं, तो ये तुष्टीकरण की नीति बिल्कुल चल रही है।
And let me also play out the bite of Arvind Kejriwal on this nakli asli issue.
प्रधानमंत्री को ऐसी भाषा अच्छी लगती है? उनको कहते हैं नकली शिवसेना, नकली संतान। ये अच्छी लगती है? ये तो पूरे महाराष्ट्र के मराठी मानुस की बेइज्जती का सवाल है। इस बार जब जाओ तो बटन दबा के उनको इस गाली का जवाब देना, जब वोट डालने के लिए जाओ आप। मैं महाराष्ट्र में आज आया हूं पूरे इंडिया गठबंधन के लिए वोट मांगने के लिए। आज मोदी जी बांग्लादेश और पाकिस्तान से सीख रहे हैं। उन्होंने मेरे को गिरफ्तार कर लिया और अब कह रहे हैं दिल्ली में जीत जाऊंगा, फिर भी नहीं जीतने देंगे। मेरे को जेल में रख लेते तब भी हार जाते मोदी जी। इन्होंने मेरे को गिरफ्तार कर लिया, मनीष सिसोदिया को गिरफ्तार कर लिया, सत्येंद्र जैन को गिरफ्तार कर लिया, कांग्रेस पार्टी के बैंक अकाउंट फ्रीज कर दिए। कांग्रेस पार्टी जो दूसरे नंबर की पार्टी है, उनके बैंक अकाउंट फ्रीज कर दिए और कहते हैं मैं चुनाव लड़ूंगा। अब आम आदमी पार्टी के बैंक अकाउंट फ्रीज करना चाहते हैं। शिवसेना को चोरी कर लिया, जो अभी संजय सिंह ने कहा, शिवसेना के 2 टुकड़े कर दिए, एनसीपी के 2 टुकड़े कर दिए, ममता दीदी के कितने मंत्रियों को गिरफ्तार कर लिया, स्टालिन के कितने मंत्रियों को गिरफ्तार। ऐसे चुनाव लड़ोगे और जीतोगे? ये तो कायर आदमी करता है, कायर है मोदी जी। अरे बहादुर हो तो आंख में आंख मिला के चुनाव लड़ो ना, सीधे सीना चौड़ा करके चुनाव लड़के दिखाओ। ये तो कायरों की निशानी है। इस तरह तो देश के जनतंत्र को खत्म कर रहे हैं, बाबा साहब अंबेडकर के संविधान को खत्म कर रहे हैं दोस्तों।
Now let me straight away go to Kiran Tare. Kiran, is there a sympathy for Uddhav Thackeray? Because earlier the criticism was he didn't give good fight.
There is a sympathy factor for Uddhav Thackeray, for definitely, it's for sure. But we have to divide Maharashtra into 3 parts as far as the voting pattern is concerned. The first part in Vidarbha, where the BJP has done fairly well. The second part in Marathwada and Western Maharashtra region, where the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi, the India Alliance, they have done better than the NDA Alliance. And the third part in Mumbai and surrounding areas, that is called as Mumbai Maharashtra, Mumbai metropolitan region. In this Mumbai metropolitan region, the Uddhav Thackeray factor is going to work as importantly as the other factors, because here Uddhav Thackeray's birthplace, Uddhav Thackeray's party's birthplace, everything is in Mumbai. And in Mumbai, now the BJP has started a smearing campaign that Uddhav Thackeray is known as, and he likes to be known as the Bhaijan. So when Uddhav Thackeray was called as Uddhav Ji or Uddhav Rao, now he has shifted his focus from Uddhav Rao to Uddhav Bhaijan. And that is a major shift. The BJP is trying to say that Uddhav Thackeray is going closer to the Muslims. That is why Uddhav Thackeray has gone, he has deviated from the Hindutva, and Uddhav Thackeray has lost its charm. That is the BJP's campaign. On the other hand, Uddhav Thackeray has done a very smart thing. He has deliberately started a campaign, another smearing campaign among the Marathi-speaking voters, that BJP is pro-Gujarat and BJP is doing an injustice to Maharashtra. We must remember everything what had happened in Mumbai in last 2 months. First thing, When Hardik Pandya came to play in the IPL match in Wankhede Stadium, he was booed away. Hardik Pandya was, his name was calling there, and lots of people were aggressive against Hardik Pandya. The abuses were thrown at him. Most of them, my information is that most of them were the Marathi speaking Uddhav Thackeray supporters. They did not like a Gujarati person leading the team of Mumbai, and that is the sentiment Uddhav Thackeray has managed to rope in parts of Mumbai. So the fight is between pro-Hindutva or pro-Muslim and versus pro-Maharashtra and pro-Gujarat. This is what the level of campaign in Mumbai, particularly in Mumbai, has gone to the level. BJP has sensed it, and tomorrow the BJP has.
Does he have a pan-Maharashtra sympathy or not?
Not pan Maharashtra. He has sympathy in pockets in Mumbai and Western
He has got
Maharashtra.
Fair enough. He has got sympathy in pockets. So that's the first part of the debate. Kiran is saying that he's got sympathy in pockets. Reni, you have a minute. Does he have sympathy in pockets or a pocket or no pocket?
Well, it is well known in Maharashtra that the Shiv Sena is based out of Mumbai and Thane, basically, and the Konkan region of the state. So they have always been known to be limited in their sphere of political influence to these three regions. So what Kiran says is not wrong at all in the context of where their sphere of influence, politically speaking, lies. However, having said that, today in Maharashtra, you have a double sympathy wave that the MVA is claiming. While the Shiv Sena has a sympathy wave in its pocket boroughs of influence, likewise, the Sharad Pawar-led faction that has also been dealt with a division in its ranks and spiriting away of 40-odd MLAs and some MPs is also similarly having that sympathy wave. So, if I may put it in a simple line, as a former Chief Minister Prithviraj Chauhan, whom I spoke to recently, he said, Reni, we are very confident after the first three waves, first three phases of elections, and we are seeing the MVA securing in the 30s. Out of the total 48 Lok Sabha seats that are, at stake in the state of Maharashtra. So definitely sympathy wave. All the same, there is a lot of political maneuvering that has been done.
So you are saying that, okay, so you are saying that, sympathy is in pocket. So the second aspect of our conversation is about the issue of dynasty. Both Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar blamed Uddhav Thackeray and Sharad Pawar of dynastic politics and not letting real leaders take over the party. Now, is this issue going to work? Because dynasty is an issue which the Prime Minister had taken up through the India. So, he has attacked the regional parties on the issue of dynasty. Let me straight away go to Ajit. Do you think that it's going to cut ice or it's a non-issue when it comes to dynasties? Because if you look at the rhetoric of Ajit Pawar, he says, beta nahi hu. And if you look at Eknath Shinde, he says you are an undeserving inheritor.
See, the way I look at it, the numbers are favorable towards NDA overall. BJP is the single largest party in 2019 as well. And at this moment, it appears BJP is heading in that direction. It is also contesting maximum amount of seats. Now, the question is, will the India alliance be able to rescue some of its strategic seats? Given the fact that there is some kind of sympathy wave in favor of both Sharad Pawar as well as Uddhav Thackeray, that we have to see, because I don't think anyone has actually measured the sympathy factor. So obviously there must be some sympathy towards Uddhav Thackeray. In case of Sharad Pawar, the party is almost finished. Once he made the statement that maybe after the election, he is going to join Congress party. So basically, NCP Sharad Pawar is folding up. Except for his daughter, I don't think there is much left there. Although Sharad Pawar is supposed to have a great image all over the state, but doesn't look like organizationally they have much strength. So organizationally and electorally, the NDA seems to be in a massive advantage. BJP, in terms of its strength, solid advantage. I think the two allies, Ajit Pawar and as well as Eknath Shinde may not be doing as well as expected. So I think the dynasty factor has been always been there ever since Uddhav Thackeray took over, right? So I don't think that will change much. I don't think Shinde saying कि मैं बेटा हूं, I don't think that will cut much.
Okay.
I mean,
okay. I'm also joined by S. Balakrishnan, Executive Editor, Free Press Journal. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me. We were discussing whether it's going to be an issue of sympathy for Uddhav or the dynasty issue which Ajit Pawar has raised. You know, the opinions were fragmented. But my question to you is that this is the unique state. Now, the benchmarking has gone awry because the splits have taken place in two parties. It is making Maharashtra the most confusing election of all the states. Do you think there's any one benchmark the journalists should keep in mind when they're trying to tap the nerve in Maharashtra?
No, actually, in the first place, there is no sympathy or wave anywhere in Maharashtra. If people are talking of sympathy wave for Uddhav, for what? Sympathy for what? For not knowing till the 11th and a half hour that 36 MLAs of his party are going to quit and then go to Surat. He was the chief minister of the state. He had access to all the intelligence inputs, and he had did not have the faintest clue that his own 36 MLAs are going to 30 initially, then he swelled to 36 and 37. They're going to leave him. He had absolutely no this one. It reflects poorly on Mr. Uddhav Thackeray. This is the feeling of the cadre that our boss did not know what is happening right under his nose. So there is a question of sympathy for that. That is one thing. And as far as Sharad Pawar is concerned, his party has been reduced to a rump. A man who talked big about being the Maratha leader from Maharashtra, blah blah blah, fancied himself to be the Shivaji, the modern day Shivaji, and all that. Today, his only interest is to ensure that his daughter is getting elected. Earlier, he had a base in Western Maharashtra. Today, only it has been reduced to one constituency called Baramati. So there is no sympathy for Sharad Pawar. People have seen through his games, always manipulating, always trying to keep one foot there, one foot there. He was a man who fully endorsed the decision of Ajit Pawar to join hands with Devendra Fadnavis and form a short-lived government in Maharashtra. And subsequently, Ajit Pawar, and when Devendra Fadnavis disclosed this, that the entire operation was with the full disclosure, with the full knowledge of Sharad Pawar. You know what was Pawar's reaction? He says, I did not expect Devendra Fadnavis to disclose this, which means he did endorse alliance with the BJP. And even subsequently, he sent Ajit Pawar, everybody, that you go and talk to BJP, let's see if you can have a coalition, all that. And at the last moment, he backed out. The whole idea was to embarrass Ajit Pawar and give a political boost to his daughter. The Supriya Sule is a very fine person, very sincere, blah, blah, all those things and all that. But she doesn't have a base at all whatsoever.
Okay.
She doesn't dare contest Baramati.
Mr. Balakrishnan, perfectly answered. Mr. Balakrishnan, but there is a third. Our debate is divided into 6 parts. This is the third part. My first question will be to you, and that's the Maratha politics. You know, Marathas dominate Maharashtra's politics. Maratha leaders have dominated both Mumbai and the agrarian heartland, which was revolutionized by the cooperative movement. With change in economy, Marathas' rule status and the dominance reduced, eroded. They also feel the pinch when it comes to jobs and upward mobility. Maratha agitation also changed political equations in the state. Fadnavis is a Brahmin leader. After breaking up with Shiv Sena, BJP realized that not having a Maratha leadership at the helm of affair will be detrimental for the party. It is for this reason Ajit Pawar is with BJP. Even Chief Minister Eknath Shinde is a Maratha. And these are the graphics which is telling you how the history of the Maratha agitation. 2008-2009, Sharad Pawar and Vilasrao Deshpande lent support to the agitation. So this is the history of the Maratha agitation which is running. So Mr. Balakrishnan, do you think that this issue will be decisive in this election, Maharashtra? Because it seems that Mr. Shinde seems to have tackled a part of it.
See, what I would like to say is that the Maratha agitation led by Manoj Jarenge Patil, the whole thing was manufactured. It was a manufactured agitation, completely masterminded by Mr. Sharad Pawar to put pressure on especially on Devendra Fadnavis, who happens to be a Brahmin. Beyond that, It had absolutely, just imagine thousands of cars and vehicles with tanks full of petrol and diesel marching from Jalna to Navi Mumbai. Do you think, and how many crores of rupees was spent on feeding these agitations, the agitators and all that? And what happened to that now? It's completely vanished. Devendra Fadnavis did a very shrewd move. He got a law passed giving reservation to Marathas.
But is it
It's a
going to have an
different matter
impact,
that
sir?
it,
Is it going to have an impact on elections?
no, definitely. So now it's a different matter that this law is under challenge before Bombay High Court. But what Fadnavis is saying, I did my part. Now it is for the courts to take a call on this. So he has completely blunted the agitation
Okay.
of Jarangir Patil,
Okay.
and on top of it, he has appointed an SIT to find out who was the mastermind behind the entire agitation. So that has also put tremendous pressure on Jarangir Patil to find out who financed him, who backed him from behind the scenes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
these things are
So
going
basically,
to,
you're saying that it was the Sharad Pawar manufactured agitation. Mr. Jha, do you agree with this?
I don't know about the fact that it was manufactured by Sharad Pawar, but I think the Maratha agitation for reservation is a very important issue even today, and it is obviously going to impact on the polls. But what I'm saying is that given the fact that Rahul Gandhi has taken a stand on reservation, will this Maratha agitation, will its aims kind of end up giving a boost to the India bloc? That is not very clear, because the problem in Maharashtra is the BJP is the single party which has organization all over the state. Congress used to have, but it's disappeared. Sharad Pawar was a charismatic leader at one time. NCP was a major party, but it's almost finished. Except for his daughter, there's nothing left. So, once there is an agitation, you can only benefit, the party can only benefit if they have organization on the ground.
Let's call spade a spade. People want to know, okay, sab fail ho gaya. Who is the inheritor? Sharad Pawar is if he's not the topmost, if he's not a top dog of the Maratha politics, who is the top dog of Maratha politics today? The question is for you.
I didn't realize you're calling. See, that is the problem. I don't think you have a tall Maratha leader today as opposed to the BJP. That is the problem. I guess you are left with, Ajit Pawar. Ajit Pawar himself doesn't seem very strong. He's basically just got 4 seats as such. So I don't think there is a figure that stands for Maratha politics anymore. It's divided so badly on the ground that you can't make out as such. There is no backing for anyone. I think this election will help us decide where it has gone. What I'm trying to say is at the ground level, the Maratha politics doesn't seem to be affecting the elections directly, just like the farmers' movement is not affecting the elections, let's say in the north, Punjab or Haryana or these states.
Okay. So, Kiran, if Maratha politics is not impacting the politics in Maharashtra right now, then what is the principal thing which is driving the electoral vehicle?
I will differ with Mr. Jha, because in Maharashtra, the Maratha politics is making an impact in pockets in Marathwada. I can name 8 constituencies where the Maratha politics has played a major role. For example, in Bid, from where Pankaja Munde is contesting, in that particular constituency, Maratha and Muslim votes are going to decide the outcome of this election. And in last 2 days, there is a biggest clashes in OBCs versus Marathas in this particular constituency. This same thing has happened in Nanded, Parbani, Hingoli, Jalna, Buldhana, and Aurangabad as well. So Maratha politics has make an impact, though it might not be seen from the outside, sitting in Mumbai or in other parts of the state, but Maratha politics has definitely make an impact in Marathwada region. The other factor is OBC factor, which has played a role in Vidarbha region. For example, in Chandrapur, from where a big BJP heavyweight Sudhir Mungantiwar is in the fray, and he was facing a stiff opposition from the OBC community, where 6 lakh OBC votes are there. So if these votes are going in one direction, then of course the election result will be different. In other parts of the state, for example, if we come to the western side of the state, Mumbai, Nashik, Pune, on this state, here the caste politics may not have that much impact, but here the sentiments, the regional sentiments is going to play a very big role. For example, like as I said in Mumbai, the sentiments of Marathi Manus that there is an injustice from the central government towards Maharashtra. All the projects are being shifted to Gujarat. This kind of sentiment has played a bigger role in Mumbai. In Konkan region, the same sentiment is there in Western Maharashtra, in parts of Kolhapur, Satara, the regional politics, the regional identity in North Maharashtra as well, that has played a role. So Maharashtra is a mix of all. It's not a one sentiment, it's a mix of all. And how it plays out, it depends upon how the tallest leader in that particular region is going to attract and going to influence his particularly supporters in his own pockets. That will be the deciding factor.
Okay. Rene, your thoughts on this?
Well, Mr. Sharma, I must differ with Mr. Jha also. In Maharashtra, it is an acknowledged fact that there is no taller Maratha leader than Sharad Pawar himself. And for those who may doubt this, all you need to do is look at the 2019 Lok Sabha elections, where the entire opposition was decimated by the BJP Shiv Sena alliance. Immediately after that, within a few months, in the state assemblies, the tallest Maratha leader, as I said, Mr. Sharad Pawar, was able to utilize a small ED notice that was withdrawn and effectively elect 54 MLAs in the state, after facing a wipeout in the Lok Sabha a few months before that. So to suggest that the Maratha factor and that Sharad Pawar is not a strong factor would be politically naive. Having said that, since I mentioned earlier that the MVA claims that they will be getting in the range of 30s in the Lok Sabha results, the BJP is very confident with the maneuverings it has effected that they will be achieving around 40 to 41 seats. Allow me a few seconds more. The fact is, the BJP first installed a Maratha chief minister in Eknath Shinde to head the government when they broke the Shiv Sena in June 2022. That was not, just by chance happening. Similarly, once they realized that even so, their numbers were not going to add up in Maharashtra, they were able to similarly spirit away 40 MLAs and a few MPs from the NCP, the Sharad Pawar-led. And that is what they believe gives them the edge now. And I wouldn't be surprised if Ajit Pawar plays a pivotal role, although he has been allocated only 4 seats, but plays a pivotal role in many seats where the BJP expects that their candidate will push through thanks to his assistance.
Okay. Now, the another aspect of this discussion is that what happens to the leadership? NDA alliance has a leadership deficit in Maharashtra, with Uddhav Thackeray leading a battered Shiv Sena. Sharad Pawar's NCP is led by himself, veteran politician himself. Supriya is not like Ajit Pawar, and it's not that he's in pink of his age. It's not that he can fight for another 20 years. Though he has hinted at merging his party with the Congress, the proposal has not gone anywhere. It made headlines. Congress, on the other hand, has suffered major setbacks. Former CM Ashok Chavan, Milind Devra, Baba Siddiqui, Sanjay Nirupam, hordes of leaders have joined Mahayuti alliance. Prithviraj Chavan is leading the Congress in the state, but he's just one leader. Now the question is, will the leadership deficit in the MVA dampen its chance in Maharashtra? Bijesh.
Well, I don't think so. When we say that people exit of big leaders will hamper chances of, say, for example, Congress party, both all these big leaders which we are talking about have lost the elections in 2014 and 19. So the point is that, right now the situation is Maharashtra is also about whether you get the right candidate at the right seat or not. And that is the reason why, we saw a very terse final seat sharing agreement between, the BJP, the NCP, the Shiv Sena, Eknath Shinde faction. Also, there was a lot of, problem when it came to seat allocation in the MVA as well. The MVA's position is not that bad in Maharashtra. And, this is the reason why, irrespective of whether you had a big leader or not, the MVA situation is not that bad. And the Mahayuti, And this is the reason why, Mahayuti, there was a massive tussle even for the last ticket given to ensure that, they get their candidate right, apart from getting the caste coalition and other factors going in for them. So I won't lend much credence to the top leadership
Mr.
factor.
Balakrishnan, is the leadership deficit an issue in Mahavikas Aghadi?
Definitely. You see, if somebody is saying that Sharad Pawar is the tallest leader of Maharashtra, I think this is the biggest joke. I mean, Pawar could not hold on to his own party. He could not prevent the defection by his own nephew, whom he had groomed politically over these decades. He could not control his own party, and majority of his party MLAs have deserted him. It speaks volumes about the man's complete lack of hold over his party, and only a few people like Jayant Patil, his daughter, and all those things, and all they are holding on to him. Beyond that, he is fighting a battle for his very political existence. He and Uddhav, both of them for that matter, this election is an existential crisis for them. And Sharad Pawar, you take it, that the very fact that he openly talk about merger of his party with the Congress shows that he has already given up. He has raised his hand. At 83, with cancer problem and all those things and all that, his political career has reached the end now. The final phase is on now, and there is no chance, and there is no way in which he can give any impetus to the India alliance whatsoever in Maharashtra. As for Uddhav Thackeray, his leadership has been challenged by a person like Eknath Shinde, who was very close to him, and now what is worse is that
This is very symbolic. These are latest visuals. It's very symbolic. The entire election is being fought on Baba Saheb. Entire election.
Precisely.
Entire election. Look at these visuals.
No, Modi went to Chaitya Bhumi, where Baba Saheb was cremated in Shivaji Park.
Can we play these visuals full screen? Let's play these visuals full screen. Yeah, please continue to speak. Yes, Mr. Balakrishnan, please.
It's a very powerful image. Very powerful image.
Very powerful image. Ajit, very powerful image. I'm
Absolutely. Absolutely. See, I have always argued that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is a master when it comes to combining symbolic politics with spectacle. And that's exactly what you are seeing. He knows how to grab his rival's symbol and incorporate it. He's done that with the Congress in the rest of the country, and we can go on and point out how many of the top Congress leaders, from Patel, to Netaji Bose, to let's say the BHU ka founder, everyone is now considered as part of BJP ka ancestry. The same thing with three top leaders of BJP in the state, Gadkari, Piyush Goyal, and Devendra Fadnavis. We have not spoken about them in this debate at all. They seem to be, for example, Gadkari still controls the Vidarbha region. If you take the Bombay 6 seats plus the 4 seats added to Thane and others, 10 seats, there Piyush Goyal has enormous control, right? Devendra Fadnavis is a very important leader. He was the chief minister for 5 years. So, and he has been a deputy CM. So these three, with the help of Modi ji, has basically moved Maharashtra towards BJP. In fact, I also agree with Mr. Balakrishnan. Look at the numbers on the ground. Forget about leaders of yesteryear. Sharad Pawar is symbolically very important, yes. But everyone realizes that the moment he made the statement that I'm going to join the Congress, and remember, he created NCP out of this whole anti-Sonia sentiment at one time. And now he's going completely reverse. So that shows that he's a leader of yesteryear. He's one of the great leaders of India alliance, but will he be a PM candidate? Certainly not.
Okay.
So what is his importance other than Baramati and his daughter? He might still he revered among the Marathas, so I completely agree. And so will Ajit Pawar. But I don't think anymore the India alliance has great leaders left.
Okay, you are saying the India alliance does have great leaders left, and the Prime Minister had surprised everyone. He's trying to put to rest because the entire election, the first half part was on Ambedkar and the constitution, and now he's sitting there and trying to put to rest all the anxiety. But there's another part, you know, the BJP ka problem वहाँ खत्म नहीं होता. There is one more problem, and I'll get Rennie on this. You know, the big headache for the BJP, which I think is the large presence of outsiders in its rank and file. And this accommodation is really troubling the cadre. Roughly 29% of the candidates all over the country are outsiders. You know, it's like a washing machine. Ajit Pawar becomes okay. Ashok Chavan becomes okay. You know, he was hauled over the coals on the Adarsh scam, but he's now fighting elections from Bharatiya Janata Party. So can BJP handle this fast induction? Rennie, you know, this is an all India problem. Don't you think it's also manifesting itself in Maharashtra?
Absolutely, Kartikeya. You saw this particularly in the Mumbai parliamentary arena, which has 6 parliamentary constituencies. Now, the BJP, which used to boast of South Mumbai, the most prestigious seat, as being their turf and the Jan Sangh's headquarters, had to give in to the Uddhav Balasaheb, the Uddhav Sena when it was headed by Uddhav Thackeray, undivided, and they had to hand over that seat to Uddhav Thackeray. Subsequently, after the Eknath Shinde government has been installed, the BJP has been unable to wrest back that seat. And you're right, it is Milind Narvekar who is an outsider, who came into the BJP, who is who's the speaker of the Vidhan Sabha of Maharashtra, and who holds heavy, control over the entire South Mumbai parliamentary seat today. You know, even right after the BJP tried to wrest it back, the Eknath Shinde government was able to, the Eknath Shinde party was able to still retain it. You know, BJP claimed earlier that, as long as Uddhav Thackeray was there, we could not, be able to fight on that seat. But even after Eknath Shinde came in, and that's to his credit, that he was able to get back 15 Lok Sabha seats for his faction of the Shiv Sena, which has been given the due symbol and party recognition as the Shiv Sena in Maharashtra.
Okay.
So you're right. Outsiders have come and had a wide play in the BJP's scheme of things in Maharashtra, whether it's Darekar, and you name it. There are so many.
Okay, wait a minute. There's another part of the discussion which I really need to go to. But before I go there, Kiran, do you think it's also impacting Maharashtra? A lot of outsiders have come in.
Yes, absolutely, Kartikeya. I mean, there is a joke going on in BJP circles nowadays. It was an old joke actually, but it's again regenerated in the BJP circles. Now they are saying that BJP is a truly Hindutva party. So it believes in Atma Marta Nahi, Sharir Marta Hai. So Sharir of Congress has died, but the Congress has remained in the form of BJP. So the Atma will remain the same. That is how the BJP people even making fun of all these outsiders. So everybody in the BJP cadre, the core BJP members, they are not happy with the influx of outsiders in the party. And it is believed that the outsiders will take over the control of the party in coming days. For example, if we consider in Mumbai, Praveen Darekar, who was in MNS, he is at the helm of the party's affairs. In other parts, Radhakrishna Vikhe Patil, Ashok Chavan, they are in the party. So the BJP cadre himself they are not very happy with what is happening in this party. Is it going to make an impact? Definitely it's going to make an impact. I think the voting percentage in Mumbai will be impacted, and I won't be surprised if the voting percentage remains below 45% this time, because the BJP cadre is not happy with the way the party is functioning.
The cadre is not happy, and the Prime Minister has arrived. First, the Prime Minister paid his obeisance to Baba Saheb Ambedkar, and now at the Savarkar statue. One, the original ideologue. The second one, that was co-opted after Sardar Patel. But the surprising part is, neither Savarkar went on to join RSS, nor Sardar Patel was the one who associated ideologically himself with the RSS of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And Baba Saheb Ambedkar was miles away. But then this is the flexibility which political parties show. They demonstrate the ability to absorb ideas. If they cannot absorb individuals, it tells you that if you can absorb ideas, and if the individual at that point of time has not been part of your ideology or organization, you can still manage to hold sway with the masses who have a lot of regards for that person. It's a case in successful political experiment in which I give 100 out of 100 to Bharatiya Janata Party. It's not a joke. It's a clear case, Brajesh, you know.
Neither only way, you grow organic or you grow by merger and acquisition.
Oh, you grow organic or you grow by merger and acquisition. But the last part of the conversation, I'll continue to pull out these visuals. 2 rallies, big ticket. Now, there's a big confusion in Maharashtra. Real Shiv Sena, Asli Shiv Sena, Nakli Shiv Sena, Asli NCP, Nakli NCP. Others are in posters. Prime Minister spoke at the start of the show. I put that bite out in which the Prime Minister said the real NCP is with us. I'm going to play that bite once more and then we'll debate.
शिवसेना एनसीपी दोनों बीजेपी के साथ हैं, नकली बाहर रह गए हैं। शिवसेना एनसीपी दोनों बीजेपी के साथ हैं, नकली बाहर रह गए हैं।
So, Mr. Balakrishnan, in minds of Marathi Manus, असली कहाँ है, नकली कहाँ है when it comes to NCP in Shiv Sena? Mr. Balakrishnan, I think there's an audio problem. Am I audible to you, Mr. Balakrishnan? Can you come to me?
Yeah. No better.
Okay.
No better.
Okay, good. ये असली नकली क्या है? किसको असली माना जा रहा है? किसको नकली माना जा रहा है? Decode this mystery.
See, this is part of the BJP strategy to completely strip both the Shiv Sena led by Uddhav Thackeray and the NCP led by Sharad Pawar of what little credibility they have. This is the final push that they are doing, trying to tell the people that you back the Asli party and don't go by the Nakli. This remark, this Asli and Nakli remark has hit both the parties very, very hard. Already the Marathi Manus is very upset the way many of Shiv Sena UBT leaders, now that they are in a secular alliance, they are in Muslim areas, they are saying Salam Alaikum and Allah Hafiz. This kind of slogans are being, greetings are being made. So this has made the rank and file of the Shiv Sena UBT extremely uncomfortable. They have been brought up on a staple of Hindutva, which was formulated by Bal Thackeray. But here they are finding their candidates saying Salam Alaikum and all that. It's created enormous confusion in their minds. And you see in Kalyan, which is a very prestigious, important state, the Shiv Sena has fielded a novice, political novice against Shrikant Shinde, who is the son of the Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. So the Shiv Sena's UBT doesn't seem to have got its act together. And also, and as far as the NCP is concerned, the bulk of the organization, it is with Ajit Pawar. Who's there with Sharad Pawar? No, Sharad Pawar is virtually given up the game by saying that that he wants to merge the party with the
So
Congress.
what is Sharad Pawar fighting for?
Only for his daughter. He wants his daughter to carry forward his political legacy, and if she loses this battle in Baramati, then even that ambition will be torpedoed.
Okay. So basically you are saying that the people understand that the real NCP and Shiv Sena have gone away by those who have usurped power, and only the memories have been left with the older leaders. Ajit, do you agree with this proposition?
You know, the Prime Minister is very clever. You remember before this Asli Nakli distinction, what did he do? Before
I don't
this, he
recall,
went to-
Ajit, that any unclever person has gone on to become the Prime Minister.
No,
He
I
has
didn't
to be
mean that
very
way.
clever.
I meant he's a Machiavellian when it comes to elections, right? He's the master there. So what did he do? Right before that, he went to Sharad Pawar. He told him to join the NDA. Then he went to Uddhav Thackeray. He told him to join NDA. So what I'm saying is, he knows exactly what moves to play. He did a gentlemanly act of saying ki Uddhav Thackeray ko. In fact, he made the point that, you know, Shiv Sena was part of Hindutva. Where are you with these so-called secularists that you are today? So So he made the point very clearly, and then now he turned it around once they did not join him, calling them nakli, right? So that's like a use of rhetoric. But the truth is that Sharad Pawar, I am saying symbolically, he might be a great leader even today of Marathas. I'm not denying that. The fact that he still controls a lot of resources, yes. The fact that he might have friends in other political parties, including the BJP, of course. But look at elections. Elections are fought on the basis of two things: organization and numbers. And maybe tall leaders. Both organization and numbers are in favor in the Lok Sabha election. We are not talking about the assembly election. Things might change at the end of this year. But for the Lok Sabha election, the organization and numbers are in favor of NDA. And Sharad Pawar, even if he is symbolically a great leader, he doesn't seem to be making a comeback at this moment. There might be sympathy, but the sympathy may not convert into votes unless and until you have an organizational base. What happened to the Congress? What is the reason Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi might be popular among people? When they speak, a lot of people come. But at the organizational level on the ground, there is no one to translate that into votes. That is what I'm arguing here. Whereas the BJP has a very solid organizational machinery. It controls machine politics in Maharashtra, despite the fact that it doesn't have tall Maratha leaders. So what it ends up doing, it ends up picking up all these great leaders from outside, merging them, and organizationally reproduces that into votes, and which it will do in the Lok Sabha.
Kiran, today two rallies are being organized. Same day, almost at the same time. Do you think it's coincidental? I think people in broadcast will have tough time, which leader to cut at which time.
So it can't be coincidental because the campaign is ending tomorrow. Tomorrow at 5 o'clock, that is the deadline for the campaign. So they have they didn't have any other option rather than having the rallies today. The very interesting visuals I can see here on the screen is that Raj Thackeray is sitting on the same dais, close to Modi, close to the memorial of Balasaheb Thackeray, and Uddhav Thackeray is not present there. Uddhav Thackeray is at the BKC ground in the company of Congress leaders and the NCP leaders. I think this is the symbolic picture the BJP wants to send out when it comes to the Marathi-speaking voters in Mumbai particularly. They are trying to say that the Thackeray's are with us, the original Thackeray's are with us, and the Nakli Thackeray, as you were saying, the Asli and Nakli, the Nakli Thackeray's with the Shiv Sena, with the Congress and NCP. Here, the Modi, I completely agree with what Mr. Balakrishnan said, that Modi has clearly set out a very good narrative on the part of Asli and Nakli. The only thing he slipped his tongue was Nakli Santan, but he recovered from that. He called Uddhav Thackeray as a Nakli Santan, but he recovered very smoothly and very fastly. He has been focusing on saying that it's a Nakli party because it has given up its ideology, it has given up its idols, and it has given up its all agenda for the party. Here, very interestingly, the NCP, again, the same picture with the NCP as well. Ajit Pawar is sitting here. Modi did not look at Ajit Pawar. This is Ajit Pawar's first ever rally with the Prime Minister.
Why didn't Modi look at him?
Ajit Pawar is we can say, the most tainted person in the state. He is carrying the biggest allegation of 70,000 crore ka scam, and Modi has ensured that they didn't come together in any rally. Yesterday only, when day before yesterday, when Modi had a roadshow, Ajit Pawar was supposed to present there, but Ajit Pawar suddenly falls sick, and Ajit Pawar remained absent with this. But this is the last rally. The campaign is going to end tomorrow. That is why Ajit Pawar was asked to be present there. Otherwise, it would have sent a very wrong message. But look at Modi's body language. Modi, the Prime Minister, is not in a mood to look at Ajit Pawar. I doubt whether he will refer to him in his speech as well.
Okay, Reni, I think that's a big claim made by Kiran,
See, Mr. Sharma, we must, if I may take you back to put things in more clear perspective. In 2022, the Prime Minister of India had stood in a public gathering in Bharuch in Gujarat, and where he, gave a reference to a politician without naming him. who had met him, and he said, I tremendously respect this opposition leader who met me and asked me, now that I have become Prime Minister for the second time, what more do I want? As if indicating that I should hereafter, eschew politics. Now that really got the Prime Minister's goat in a manner of speaking. And today what we are seeing playing out in Maharashtra subsequently is, first, the NCP was also subsequently broken up after the Shiv Sena had been done so earlier. And this particular situation of Lok Sabha, the BJP is very clear. They want to finish off the Uddhav Thackeray Sena as well as the Sharad Pawar-led NCP. And this emanates from that time. And if you saw recently, after joining the BJP and Eknath Shinde government, one of the first statements that Ajit Pawar made was asking his uncle, who's who's over 80 years of age, to take Vishranti. So it was a kind of a comeback from Narendra Modi to Sharad Pawar, who had asked him to, what he wanted to do after having become PM twice. So that's what we see playing out. And the BJP is clear that they want to decimate the Sharad Pawar faction and the Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena from Maharashtra. That is clear as day.
So now it's time to conclude a special show in Maharashtra. Sir, is Mr. Balakrishnan, Maharashtra going to throw up surprises, or it's just that the people sitting in Delhi think it's maha confusing or it's maha drama, but the people sitting in Mumbai, Nasik, Thane, they know that the Marathi Manus has made up its mind. So I'll take this question and rotate it with everyone. What is your big prediction for Maharashtra, sir? Mr. Balakrishnan, 1 minute, sir.
I think the Mahayuti led by the BJP will get more seats than the Maha Vikas Aghadi, because in terms of they are much better organized, in some resources they are much better, and the number of campaigns, the meetings, rallies which were held by Mr. Modi in Maharashtra is unbelievable. It is much more than what he did in 2019. And they also targeted 4 candidates of the MVA, especially the Shiv Sena UBT, whom they want to get defeated. I think overall the Mahayuti will get more seats than the MVA Aghadi, and this is only a kind of trailer kind of thing for the assembly election. The BJP's eyes are also on the assembly election. They want to get a solid majority in the assembly election, which will be held a few months after June 4th.
Okay. Brijesh.
Well, I think, I know that, MVA is likely to get more seats because, they're in a far more solid position. The leadership, organizational capability, staying true to one's ideology, whether be it NCP or Eknath Shinde and BJP combined. So they have a much better stake at game. But I still feel, that Maha Vikas Aghadi would not be in that kind of desperate position. People, when you speak to people in BJP people in Delhi who are from Maharashtra, they're not that sure that, that situation is not going to throw up surprises. And that is the reason why, all kind of stitching is being done to make sure that it doesn't throw surprises.
And Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi will be 18, and in 18 I am including one independent from Sangli, that is Vishal Patil, is going to win this.
That's like really micromanaging the seats. Okay. Ajit?
See, in 2019, the NDA swept, right? 41 out of 48. This time they may not sweep, given the fact that their entire sort of alliance broke, given the fact that Shiv Sena jumped on the other side. But big advantage to BJP, and thankfully BJP this time is contesting much more seats than last time. Last time it had only won 23 out of the 25 seats it contested. So this time, because it is contesting more, the chances of BJP doing and emerging as the single largest party is highest. So yes, advantage NDA.
Advantage NDA. Rani?
Mr. Sharma, you were right to use the word the Maharashtra mystery. There is truly a mystery, and the reason for that is simple, that since June 2022, when the Shiv Sena was broken and Eknath Shinde was installed as the CM of Maharashtra, the government of Maharashtra has refrained from going to any of the elections that were scheduled.
Your take, Rani, I'm really falling short of time. Your take.
I would still say that the BJP will do better than the MVA combined in terms of the wherewithal and political power it is wielding with these other 2 elements of the Shiv Sena and the NCP in its ranks.
Thank you so much, all of you. And for this reason, I am saying that 2024 Lok Sabha election will be a watershed moment in Maharashtra politics. It will clear the Maha confusion and put an end to the Maha drama. Thank you, all of you. Good night. But as I again promise you that there will be 9 on points. The first on point has been discussed, and I leave you with 8.
Helps beat sensitivity fast. Sensodyne Rapid Relief.